Hey, guess what? Today is a really good day. I am so happy. You know why? Because it's last part of a Spirit Science video series day. Hooray! If I can survive the last few agonising moments of this video, I get to stop making Spirit Science videos. Until you lot pester me to make another one because you hate me so much. Peer pressure. If only I had watched more after-school specials, maybe I would know how to say no to you. Anyway, off to doing drugs whilst jumping off a bridge. All the cool kids are doing it, you square.
When you bridge your newly mastered lower centers with the previously unknown higher centers,
you can join the high and low centers together and make a center. It's the most central of all the centers. In fact, they made a special center for the central centers of the century. It's run by a centurion who loves him some 50 Cent and keeps his debut album as a centerpiece. Could you follow all that? I bet more easily than a Spirit Science video, that's for damn sure. But that's just my 2 cents.
and when you're willing to step through that doorway into what's next.
Ooh, is it a void of complete and total nothingness? I hope so, because I really like the sound of that. The sweet embrace of oblivion is all I crave after interacting with you for more than about 30 seconds. Unfortunately, I can't find the door, so the sweet embrace of whiskey will have to do.
Everything in your life has the capacity to change as you step into the life of an empowered creator, creating creation with all that is.
Oh God, I was doing that same bit to take the piss, but there he goes, doing it as if it's a meaningful sentence and not just annoying repetition. Creator creating creation just sounds like a shitty band name. Like someone asked you to come up with a creative name and you took that prompt way too fucking literally. Yeah, thanks John. Very creative. And there goes the bell. You know what that means? My brain finally atrophied enough to fall out of my nose and down the toilet. No wait, actually that's the end of the video. But wait, there's actually more. Because he couldn't end without selling you something. So we're going to take a look at this advert and see what value we can actually find in what he's offering. And no, comedy does not count as value, because that's not the intention. This is a very serious offer for very serious people who genuinely listen to a guy with a literal hole in his head talk about how reality works.
Salutations.
Salutations? What is this, medieval fantasy times? What makes you think I would talk like that? Do I appear as some sort of caricature of an ancient guy from oldie times? Pshaw, I say to you, good sir. No idea what could possibly give him that idea, really.
We're on the cusp of a whole new reality.
A whole new reality, eh? What exactly is going to change? Is the world as we know it going to disappear and be replaced by letters, numbers and symbols, Matrix style? Or do you mean you're going to get high as fuck and start fantasizing about how you aren't a total dipshit? Because I know them feelings, bruh. My dipshittery is famous. But I'm sorry to say, nothing's about to change for either of us in that regard. Do as I do and embrace it.
Surely you can feel it. After all, you're a vital part of it.
I am not feeling anything you present to me, mate. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 1, 2, 3, 4, 69 times, shame on me. Nice. But yeah, I don't think I am part of any change into the ridiculous woo cinematic universe you are attempting to start. In fact, I'm pretty sure I am the rain on your parade and the piss in your chips, trying to make sure nobody else falls for this garbage. You're welcome, reality.
Our world is changing, and we are changing. But changing into what?
Maybe morons? Idiots, perhaps. Complete and total dumbasses? I mean, as you present yourselves and your followers, I can only think of one thing. That a rose by any other name would still smell as sweet, so an imbecile by any other name would still be dumb as fuck. I guess it really doesn't matter what kind of cretin you turn into, because it won't actually change anything at all.
When we make the sovereign decision to be the change we want to see.
I'm sorry, the sovereign decision? Don't you dare go all soft sit on me. That shit is so wacky that even I haven't covered it. Seriously, I don't even know where to start. Just some dipshit shouting about rights without any sort of actual understanding to what that word actually means. You have the right to stop being so goddamn stupid, sir, just not the capacity.
We participate with the global transformation and blend our energies together.
I'm not blending anything with you. You keep your energies to yourself, and I will keep my pure, handsome, famous, and good at the sexing energy to myself. It's mine, and I do not want it to be sullied with the big blue dumb energy that you emit. You'll ruin everything.
Making for a greater, more positive shift of ages.
Oh, I get it. You're wanting to shift the ages. Probably into the sea. Well, I think that's a terrible thing to do and a massive waste of a fantastic natural resource. Old people have great value to society. You can use them as fertilizer, you can burn them to produce energy, you can throw them off buildings for fun. And no, I'm not being ageist. You can do the exact same thing with all humans. The old ones just put up less of a fight.
As we deepen our understanding of ourselves, we expand into what's possible for the world around us.
I understand that I am a fat piece of shit and that I'm going to expand so much that I will end up occupying most of Lower Manhattan. Is that what you're trying to say, you bastard? Can't believe you would just so blatantly call me an overweight sack of crap like that. Just because it's true.
And what better way to deepen into ourselves than by connecting with each other?
I think I've seen this movie. You want to connect everybody in a deep way? Isn't that the plot of the Who-Man Centipede? Listen, mate, no thanks. It's fine if you like that shit, but I'm just not into romantic comedies like that. What do you mean it's not a romantic comedy? People get into their underwear and it's hilarious. I just don't know what you're talking about.
Like a chapel of sacred mirrors. Thank you, Alex Gray.
Who the fuck is Alex Gray, and why are you thanking him for his chapel of sacred mirrors? I mean, how is a mirror even sacred? Every single one I have ever looked into has this dumbass gawping back at me out of it. He's in all of them, with that slack-jawed face looking at me right in the eyes like he wants to kill me. No, nothing that contains that frickin' idiot could ever be sacred. One of these days, I am gonna get that guy, and I will finally know peace.
Seeing each other in our aliveness helps all of us to step into our creative power.
In our aliveness? God, that doesn't even sound like a real word. Technically it is, but it shouldn't be. And I mean, without the nest part as well. Nothing should be alive, especially them humans. I think it's only fair them being allowed to alive resulted in both this channel and spirit science to exist. Living has just been a net loss for the universe, really.
Remembering that we are spiritual beings having a human experience.
Don't know, man. I don't believe in spiritual mumbo-jumbo because it has this bad habit of having absolutely nothing but personal experience to back it up. And that sounds exactly like what a not real thing would be like. Now, you are having a human experience, that bit's true, and also completely meaningless, as a human experience is basically almost frickin' anything. You pick two random people from the planet and the chances of their lives being even particularly similar are actually extremely slim. Even if they are from the same country, city, and even neighbourhood. Unless you're being super basic when, yep, we all poop all right, how spiritually enriching this shared experience is. You know what? I might have meant that as a joke, but next time I go for a banging shit, I am going to feel at one with the universe.
It leads to both knowing ourselves deeper and removing obstacles and limitations from our own energy field.
There's an even better way of removing obstacles from your energy field. Instead of sitting around pontificating about chakras, you could get up and do something about your obstacles. No, you're right, that does sound far too much like actual effort when sitting around complaining about it is so much easier and fun. So we do at least agree on that point. Really, people should be coming and fixing my problems for me. Hey, just because I cause them doesn't mean that I should have to be the one who has to deal with them.
Because we learn from each other how to find the elusive way of spirit and balance that with our human nature.
Elusive way of spirit? Well, isn't that a get out of jail free card if I ever did hear one? Oh no, you can't test it or measure it. It's elusive. Shit, it's got God moves in mysterious ways all over it. What is it? With all your types and vague cop-outs? Man, it's like you know you're full of shit or something.
So many of us have been walking the solo path for a long time, or only had a few friends that they really felt they could connect with.
That doesn't sound right. There's no such thing as friends. But seriously, someone finding only a few friends they connect with deeply? You ungrateful little shit. Seriously, there are people who go their whole lives without finding anyone they truly get on with, and you're making it a boo-hoo thing? A person needs to get their head out of their arse and start appreciating what they have. God damn, that's actually irritated me more than I expected. Well done.
I know that because it's a part of my story too.
Once upon a time, there was a big blue idiot, and he said, hey, what if a bunch of fanciful nonsensical gibberish? Oh wait, that must all be true because reasons. I better make a record of my groundbreaking discovery and put it on the internet forever. No one has ever had such a good idea before.
Back when spirit science was first made, it was a very different world, but the same thing happened that is still happening now.
Assholes like me come along and point out that everything you say is complete and total gibberish. Yes, that is true. Maybe don't make claims about the universe that are not only wrong, but demonstrably and painfully silly. At least if you want me to stop. But that might involve some self-awareness, and you just ain't about that shit, are you?
Our YouTube channel and social presence is a place of open-hearted connection, and we so cherish the love and comments that we receive from you.
Aw, well, I guess I'll give you some more love, dear Spirit Science guy. Thank you so much for everything you do. Before I started watching Spirit Science, I could barely align my chakras with my macabre cube. Now I have the ability to move small objects with my mind, and I have psychic powers that let me know that all the people around me are so jealous of how great and not annoying I am.
Both then and now. And I feel a sense of closeness with this community that I've never really felt before. Truly. And today, I want to invite this community to come a little bit closer.
Translation: I want to milk you all for as much goddamn money as I can make out of you by selling you literally worthless crap. I mean, I would make a sick brand merch joke here, but at least buying that gets you something. You could even use it as toilet paper. But what he's offering? No, worth less than nothing, because goddamn.
I want to invite you to come and experience Spirit Mysteries, now freely available to every spiritual seeker.
Oh, but sick, look, it's free. You're just being mean. He's not trying to squeeze every last penny he can from his dumbass audience. You should take that back. But actually, no, he really is. Because look how many options they have. I'm sure you could sign up for free technically and do nothing with that account, which would likely present the best value, but that's not what they want you to get. And worst of all, these are courses. So not only are you wasting your money on that shit, but you'll be wasting your time as well. And that shit is too freaking precious to be spending on definite garbage like this.
Spirit Mysteries is a spiritual social network, but it's more than that too. It's a school for the mystic arts and a sanctum for the evolution of consciousness.
That is bold. You, Mr. Blue Man of the silly ideas, are going to evolve consciousness by getting a bunch of people to pay you some frankly obscene prices in order to listen to you present probably the exact same kind of waffle that they have been getting from you for years. I mean, it's just a guess, because there is no goddamn way I will spend minute one listening to that shit, even if someone offered to pay me to go. I mean, even if someone offered more than just the cost of it. You just know I am right. And this shit is painful. Because if this is him putting his most clear and coherent vision out into the world, 7 hours of him talking out this shit in detail, oh, I wouldn't wish that crap on my worst enemy. And that guy's fucking shit at being my enemy.
Said in a lofty spiritual way, it's a space where we may all spiral together in a great energetic field and create massive ripples within the human consciousness field.
Is it just me, or does the term lofty spiritual way actually mean Deepak Chopra-esque word salad trash speak with an overbearing sense of complete and total overwhelming smug? Because, yeah, that is totally what that means. God damn.
Within our hallowed halls and crystal classrooms, we host daily polls and questions, weekly events and gatherings, lunar ceremonies, complementing nicely with the all-member chat and activity feed that you can use to connect with your global spirit family.
So, yeah, right. The value add of this thing is the exact amount of being part of any other actually free spiritual forum or Facebook group or Discord server. What a stunning revelation that this whole thing is completely worthless.
Our theme of the month while we're putting this video together is currently Christ consciousness.
Christ consciousness? Nah, that guy is out cold. Cannot handle his whiskey. I mean, he drinks wine like a champion. It's like his blood is made of it. But damn, Beardy cannot handle his hard liquor. It's embarrassing. frankly, for someone who has an aspect of themselves literally called spirit.
But at our next lunar ceremony, it's going to shift into practical magic, just in case you're interested.
We're gonna do real, actual, practical magic. But it isn't actually like real, usable, practical magic or anything. Don't be silly. It's wishing for things real hard and then hoping that they happen, and if they do, it was magic. And if they don't, I was doing the magic wrong. Yay!
It shifts every month, so there's always something new that's coming through in our energetic fields together. Membership is free. You can become a seeker of the mysteries by visiting www.spiritmysteries.school. Thanks, I'll see you there.
So, out of sheer bloody-minded curiosity and stupidity, I actually went to this thing. One, it's an app that you have to install, and you can see that only about 1,000 people or so actually have the app. Now, that's good in one way. Not too many people have been taken in, although still a lot, but also that its value is so very low even for people who buy into it since nobody's using it. And second, and far more disgustingly, yeah, the app is free to download, but you ain't getting into it without buying a membership. So when you said,
Spirit Mysteries, now freely available to every spiritual seeker.
you were f***ing lying. I would say I was shocked, but if this series has taught me anything, you really are just completely full of shit.
Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoonstaff Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos, and she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was gonna tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the